Great wonder. This question was asked to Yudhishthir. Now what do they? That I will never die. And that is what is really wonderful for me. कोई उठता है ऐसा? Maybe I'll die today. But it can happen, no? Yes or no? But none of us think. That's what Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying. Everyone in the world will die, but I will not. That's the most ascharya, the great wonder of this world. So with time, everyone is going to leave the body. But somehow or the other, we are in so much of illusion. वो मर गया, वो मर गया, वो मर गया. Like those with time. On the material platform, nothing. Right? The money and the relationships, the position, right? The money and the relationships, the position and the status and everything. So all that is compared to big leaf that's carried. And there is a little water fallen down on the floor, like mountains and valleys, for the ant. Take the leaf. It is reaching. But then the dark hole is small and the leaf is big. It tries its best to push aside, it will let her alone inside. That is what is called as the dark hole. I don't know if I've told this story here. Once the saint came running to the king. Arey, kya news diya? After a few days again he came running. Good news, good news. What is the good news? You want to die, but you will want to go to heaven, Swarga. Oh, is it? Oh, very nice. Chalo, acha hai. After 2 days again he came running. Oh, king, bad news, bad news, bad news. What is the bad news? And just after a couple of minutes he said, oh, I have got a good news for you. And king asking, what? There's a mosquito net. Then king said, oh, Sadhu, tell me, what am I supposed to do? And he said, see, when you die, you take a needle and thread with you, and just stretch it up and then, okay. And the king said, oh, that's an amazing idea. After that, he opened his eyes and he said, but how is that possible? I cannot take anything with me. And the sadhu said, this is what I'm trying to tell you, why you're so proud of whatever you have. You cannot take anything with you anywhere. Ekdam humble bana diya usko. See, that is a fact, right? So in this way we understand all that is there. We cannot take anything with us, no possessions. But there is something can be carried in the dark hole. That is the discussion that we're going to have now. Please repeat. Neha Vikramanaashosti Pratyavayo Vidyate Swalpamapyasya dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhaya. Translation.
In this endeavor, there is no loss or no diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one the most dangerous type of fear.
So we chant, we do kirtan, have prasad. All these are called as deposit that happens in our account. Any activity, there's withdrawal here, the punya, sukruti, the person becomes more and lost and never reduced in quantity. And then walk to his place, which would take 1.5 क्योंकि से मिले जा रहे हैं क्योंकि से मिले जा रहे हैं So this question was always, why so much of eagerness is there? Why? And when I would see people like you all, एकदम आपके इतना eagerness, इतना अच्छे से questions you will ask, and एकदम sincere, and chanting also frequency will increase around to 4, 8, 16. How come like this? And the point is that wherever we are, where you left, you continue from there. That's one boy, my junior. तो मैं पूछा कैसे चल रहा है chanting में हो रहा है तो छोड़ दिया मैं chanting. Where you leave, you start from there. But there was one incident which happened, which actually gave me a clear understanding. So, elder daughter was there, but he never introduced me the daughter. Only the son he had introduced me, and things like that. And then she was telling me that she chants every day 16 rounds. Bit mentally retarded also. Every day 16 rounds. So seeing all that, then I was thinking, okay, where she has left, utna eagerness hai, utna intensity hai. But some karma bomb from some life has blasted now, because of which the body has deformed. Eagerness hai, spirituality ठीक है, लेकिन wheelchair पे निकल जाए. Yes. So wherever we leave, we start from there, but then we cannot take risk. As exam time approach, so we have to complete the race which we have been starting. But unfortunately, every lifetime we start, बीच में कुछ ना हो जाता है, कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे करते करते पता नहीं कब हो जाएगा. And for our information, this entire cult of bhakti is going to remain only for the next 10,000 years. It is a prophecy in Shastra, after hiding and so many other nasty people around. Yes. So it's very, very important to note that every time we do bhakti, there is a deposit that is happening. Only that is something that is increasing. Now, why can't I have more and more credits in my spiritual account? So this point you need to realize that तो मत करो क्या जा रहा है मत कर मॉर्निंग सो करता हूँ मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है so करो every day do if you are not doing it will not be allowed after that we don't push करो करने करो अभी तो 4 you should invest in spiritual life in spiritual practice morning 6 you'll just keep writing translations all those books that we see in ISKCON. For whom did he make that? Only for all of us, right? So when we read that, we will see that how much spiritual progress will happen. Half an hour reading, half an hour hearing, 1 hour chanting. So at least 2 hours every day to start with. At least 2 hours every day. So if we analyze properly and if we start giving that time, we will see that how nicely we'll be able to progress in spiritual life, right? Last video. Have you heard stones?
A university professor who wanted to make a point about diameter and poured them into the jar. He shook the jar lightly and watched as full. They chuckled and agreed that it was indeed for other truly important things such as family, health, and relationships. If all else was lost and only the rocks were critical to your happiness and well-being, it's time to look after your health and good first.
He's talking about the relationship. You have to invest of time for that. Yes, that's the only relationship will remain eternally. The relationship again, we have discussed today, the chakra, the Kal Chakra. This particular thing is chant after me. Samaha sarveshu bhuteshu The 2 words here, Shochati and Kankshati. Shochati, Kankshati means to desire something in future. So you properly see, our mind is always in the past. Is very, very important. Being in the moment. That's what spirituality class. Now we are hearing. When it's us to be in the moment and become very productive. So we understand the effective, what is needed is to be in the present. Once we are in the present, automatically we'll be productive. But the thing, in this way, we have to understand a very important point about this. We become deep in spiritual life. Because spiritual life teaches how to be in the moment, how to be in the present. Then time management are like chanting round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Everyone? Okay. Reading Bhagavad Gita. Yes, come on. Hearing from pure devotees, hearing and attending the sessions. The 4 भूल गए.
Matter was present, this is right. So when we sleep, we see some dreams. We don't something else.
No. See, and through these phases. In Sanskrit it is called as Jagrata Avastha. When we are in wakeful state, Jagrata Avastha. Something called as Swapna Avastha. When the intelligence is in the dreaming state. And there's something called Susupti, where there is no dream. And there will be some. So that's on that platform. People talk about membrane theory. Parallel. He didn't get bad karma. He was still a devotee.
So that's the important.
Ordered by Krishna. A karma. Because he was doing it because Krishna was telling. Since so that.
About meat, if we buy meat or something, that is bad. So
पहले तो zoo बनने की समझ नहीं आता है. छोड़ दो ना बेचारे एनिमल्स होने उसको. Keeping animals like this, all that is not proper, right? And previously, if you see, which were those animals which were always there as pet animals? Cow. Yes, that's what is the Vedic Sanskriti. That's what is the expected thing of Shastra. Cow is supposed to be kept. Now people keep dogs, people keep cat. Python is actually going around my entire body squeezing me. This is what will happen. We'll get stuck in the cycle that is there. We're not having goodness. Now, those are the animals which are supposed to be not, they will be used for various things. A dog is not, yes. Cats, be taking care of cats at home and all that. Just imagine how wonderful the Vedic, spiritually, all the possible is. Take care of that person, and now whatever we have to buy, so we are part of that. They will not get anything. But since we are taking responsibility, we have to bear.
The king
Uh-huh.
who pursue meditation, particularly he found a deer that he took care of. And then he was
Yes, he was a deer. Yes, yes, he was a deer. So that's why, to very, very firm, that you should openly ask questions. You can challenge me. You all are my students, so I'll not feel bad also. Yes. So any question, whatever, given from, such questions should be asked. ऐसा नहीं, पता नहीं.
there was some number that is then we are out of this.
Correct.
So like where this they get more space goes.
Okay. So we have two realms, that is spiritual realm and the material realm. Spiritual world and the material world. Is such that only 1/4 material world and 3 spiritual world, that is in the Shastra. Yes. So minority, if you see in a city, jails, the civilized people are in the spiritual world, criminals are here in the material world. Place, where we have been sent, because we wanted to fulfill our own, but this body is matter. Now, matter and spirit are two different entities. Spirit is higher, matter is lower. And this way, what I want to do, you feel so much of pain, right? Same thing with us. If we are spirit soul, then there should be a comfortable place for us, and that's the spiritual world. So when we break the cycle of birth and death, we enter the spiritual world. So when we break the cycle of birth and death, we enter the spiritual realm back where we have come from. So that's the moksha. To enter the spiritual realm, can you imagine? Yes.
Decided to which soul to stand in material.
Those universes. Then the time comes to eternity. इसलिए eternity कहते हैं ना उसे, right? So there's a meaning and because time factor है in it. We want to enjoy like you. This is the tendency that we have got. किसी को boss पसंद नहीं आता. We don't need to take instructions. Today I had gone to one place where there are 5,000 flats. They invited me independence. So basically, without our notice, we are, अरे भाई तू मेरे से कैसे बन सकता है? Like a small girl coming to kitchen and like, Mama, I also want to cook. The mother is like, how will you cook? You'll burn your hands. Then she watches, Then she gives the pink kitchen set, the Barbie set, and then they'll drink also, and they'll give it to us also. And if you don't drink, they'll cry as well. Chapati banai. Oh, khao itna se bana liya. No, I want to eat what you have cooked. Right? That's called self-realization. So currently, when we desire that, oh Lord, I want to become like you, the master. Yeah, karo. And you see how serious everyone is in this world? बना रहे खाना बनाए जा रहे बना पता है नहीं खा सकते बनाए जा रहे इस दुनिया में. Yes, that's what is happening. And finally, when the person realizes, then the person then he starts realizing something. We're servants of the Lord. When we realize that, we are again back, to our Father, eternal Father.
So God always sends every soul to material world.
Not every soul. Only nasty people like desired a master. See, Lord is a very.
Thinking basic when universe started for.
That's why there is no start. You cannot find it as of now. When you type, I said there is no time. So, start end. That's what it means. There is no start end. That's what Krishna is telling. Bhavishya sarve by me. Your vanquished. The eternal matlab kya? When there is no start here. We're there in this material world. That's why Prabhupada says, Prabhupada was a disciple, start, he will not be able to find it. Then take medicine, get cured, go back, and then Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna, or Vishnu, they return. Brahma, Indra, Chandra, Surya, all the 33 crore, they are all positions. And in his place, who's that person's name? Bhagavad Gita mein diya, Vyaswan. उनका नाम है व्यस्वान. Yes. अभी जो इंद्र है उनका नाम है पुंडरीक and next इंद्र का नाम है बलि. So Shah is so amazing. अभी सेवन बच्चा reading oh this is also given. This is also given. ये ऐसे कलयुग करे तो पॉसिबल नहीं. impurity in the mind, impurities, which are there. So much contamination is there around. You cannot travel. Come on. See, if you are making a machine, you have made a machine out of the elements which are present here in this place. Yes. So it is the elements which are present here in this place. Yes. So it is described that water content is very less in their body. And more the ether and other aspect. And when you go, hurts to comprehend, but that's how it is. Now say I'm going to Brahma, not possible. It's all myths, where people are talking about, I'll go to Seva karne ke liye. I'll go to Heavenly Planet, I'll go to this. They're like booking, right? There's some booking place, name is to gratify our senses. So such people can never time travel. Never. Because if you're not free from sense gratificatory desires, had time hai, who is writing books, some other fellow also, and this Mahishasur as a hero. So that's what is going on currently. Why? खुद का book sale होना चाहिए. You see, one thing you understand, who can actually the verses of Mahabharata spoken in that Guru disciple wala session, Sri Sangha. I don't know what word should I use for these people. So these are writing books, they're writing commentaries. Lord Ram ke बारे में लिख रहा है. Okay, first page, Lord Ram and Lakshmana eat meat of deer. The first page starts with that. This is called as, see what is Mahabharata, the drama, to teach us lessons, and then he takes them back. So Karna is one of them. He's one of us. Even personality, Dam Shurveer. Put out of context like you're such a great person. See, I'm not eligible to. तो पहले देखा है और पूछिए कि ऑथर से संप्रदाय में बिलोंग करता है, उसको डालिए उसमें. जैसे कि राधा कृष्ण में जो चल रहा है, यस, वो रोमांस चल रहा है और करेक्ट कैन नॉट बी आइडियलाइज्ड. If someone is doing that, then we can understand it's his own concoction. That is it. Yes. At one point of time, I love Ram. Ram is not there. He. नहीं ठीक है. मैंने क्या किया, मेरा फर्स्ट रीडिंग went through the translation and purport. मैं yes, with time automatically हो जाएगा. That is good for you. That's what they're talking about. You have to, okay, block your calendar. Okay.